My name is Rochelle, and I'd like to share with you some things I've learned about making screencasts the last few months. First thing you should know about my approach to screencasting is that I am always on the lookout for things that are free and extremely simple to use. So I'm looking for something that is going to require very little work on my part. I don't want to have to edit the video afterward. I just want to do a single take and be done. So the easier the better. So that's kind of my default bias in this process. So keep that in mind. There's probably a bunch more stuff out there. There's probably a lot of software you can download, but I'm not really going to talk much about that. I'm looking for stuff specifically on the web and free. So we'll start with Screenjelly. Screenjelly is super simple. It lets you have 3 minutes to record, and for the most part, anything that you're going to need to do 3 minutes is pretty much fine. It gives you some options for microphone or to record, do the screencast without the audio at all. So I'll show you how this works. You can click record. You can see it's going to give you a 5-second warning, little count sound, so that's where you switch over to your screen you want to talk to, and you go. So you see that here's how it works. Now, this one works really well if you have a dual screen setup, because you can sort of keep the Screenjelly screen on one side and then flip to another screen for the actual recording. So you have sort of a recording screen and you have your control screen, and that way you can also put a script on the opposite screen. As you can see, it's pretty, you can't shut the thing off until you're on this screen. So if you have a single screen you're working from, that's a bit of a problem. But with dual screen, then you're cool. So it does not allow you to upload to YouTube, which is an issue if you absolutely need YouTube, which you do if you're using something like Prezi, which requires YouTube if you want to put a video in. But it does let you embed really nicely, just the way that YouTube does. So it's a nice solution if you don't care about YouTube, which is fine. It does come with a watermark, but it's fairly small. It's just the Screenjelly logo here, or the Screenjelly name, that appears on the bottom right-hand corner of your video. I've never found it to actually get in the way, but it does appear. So that is Screenjelly. So I'll show you what it's going to do. We click stop, and it's right there. And you can see it's actually quite good. And you go. There we are. Here's how it works now. So it does a full screen, which is a nice clear resolution. So that's a really nice solution there. Next, Screenr. This is my current favorite. It has a limit of 5 minutes, so a little bit more time. In 5 minutes is, you can get quite a lot across in 5 minutes. The reason why I like it so much, there's two reasons. One is its nice recorder, you see here. I can alter the size of the window that I want to grab. Now this is great when you don't have a dual screen setup, so you can leave yourself a little bit of edge on the screen, so you can put your script on a little thin strip, and this will let you keep control of what exactly you're viewing, so you can take out tabs and that sort of thing. And it lets you start recording and stop right from below the screen on this control little panel here, which is great. 5 minutes, it uploads directly to YouTube, which is lovely. Screenr was designed to upload video, well, not upload video, but share a screencast with Twitter. So you log in with your Twitter account, and when you save your screencast, it automatically is assuming you're going to want to put it on Twitter. You just have to tick a little box to say, no, I don't want to put this on Twitter. And it's nice quality, no watermark, which is amazing. I don't know, how long that's going to last, but this is one of the biggest advantages of Screenr. So I'm a fan of that one. Next, Screentoaster. It's unclear to me how much time you have for on Screentoaster, how much time you get. I think they actually don't tally it by length of time. It's got the size of the file. So, and they pride themselves on keeping the file size low, even though the quality is pretty good. I find the quality not fantastic, but it's pretty good. But what Screentoaster really offers, at least more than 6 minutes. I've done more than 6 minutes on Screentoaster with no problem, so I'm sure it's quite a bit more than that. So there's a few things. One, the same thing as we saw with Screenr, the ability to pick an area, which is helpful, the ability to choose audio or not, and this extremely cool option of adding the webcam. So what that does is it puts the webcam in the corner of, like, the right hand corner of your screen, of the webcam of you talking to your screencast at the same time, which is just lovely if you need such a thing. And it also has this Control S to record and to stop, so that you don't actually have to be on this screen when you want to finish the recording. So this is like Screenjelly, but a little bit more complicated than Screenjelly, with a few more options. So that's a really nice, and they do have this new, the new version that they're testing. It doesn't have the webcam option, but that one's, it's a lovely, we do quite a lot with Screentoaster. It also watermarks in the bottom right hand corner with just the word Screentoaster, not too obtrusive. And it publishes to YouTube and to its own, so you can publish to their own sort of collection and publish to YouTube, which is helpful for embedding and so forth. The next one, Screencast-o-matic, definitely not as beautiful looking as the others, but works in the same kind of way. It gives you a rectangle area that you can, in the same way that Screenr does. There we go. See there, a little bit rougher looking, but that's all right. Now, the advantage of Screencast-o-matic, it gives you 15 minutes of recording time. Doesn't add video or anything like that, but it does leave a watermark, so, which is fair enough. And it will publish directly to YouTube as well, so that's an advantage there. Now, what I'm using right now to record all of this is actually Snaps Pro. And I'm using that because I'm looking at screen capture websites, and I thought that it would work better. So Snaps, as you can see, is not exactly cheap. It's only for Mac. Works really nicely, but you can get the same effect for these kinds of purposes with any of these websites. So I hope that helps.